Hey friends, Randy Flickinger here again with another story that I really need to share with you. And I've had requests for this, by the way, and I'm sorry it's taken so long. But long story, I'm a real estate broker by trade, and I've got a client that has me selling 45 houses. And so you can imagine what I've been doing. And so I apologize for the delay, but I really wanted to do this. And I'm sitting in my car waiting for my wife to come out of a doctor's appointment that I couldn't go back with her. So I thought, well, I may as well come out here and do something constructive. So, anyway, one of the questions that I've received from one of my followers was how do you witness, or how do you get your family to seek Christ, to be saved, to do those things? And I'm going to be point blank with you. All of my kids have been saved, but they would tell you that in one way or another they have drifted off, and not unsaved. That's not how this works. But we all have times we're closer to God and times that we seem to be distant, or He seems to be distant. Right? It's us that move. It's not Him. He's always there. We are the ones that leave Him. Seeking our own way, our own thoughts, our own belief system. But He still loves us. And once you give your life to Christ, you are saved. Okay? But what I've learned is, and my kids would tell you, you know, I live so much to serve God that in some ways for my family it's almost intimidating. They don't feel like they can measure up, and they don't, it makes them uncomfortable, and and dad's preaching at us, and that type of thing. And you don't want to do that. I've made plenty of mistakes in my life, and I've sinned a whole bunch. Shoot, my own pastor says if he makes it 30 minutes without sinning, it's a miracle. So in our thoughts, in our our actions, our attitudes. So don't beat yourself up. But with your kids, Proverbs 22:6 says, train up your kids in the way they should go, and even in old age, they will not depart from it. Now, that should give all of us encouragement. They may drift away, but God has His ways of bringing us back to Him. He's not going to force you, but He has His ways of getting your attention and reminding you, hey, I'm still here. You've drifted away, and maybe you're having issues that you don't know how to handle or deal with because you've drifted away from me. You're no longer seeking me. Give your kids encouragement. Teach them. Show them by how you live. I'd rather see a sermon than to hear one any day. Bottom line is, how you and I handle our faith will directly affect our kids and what they believe and what they think. And have I always been as devout as I am now? Absolutely not. But through time, God has taught me and showed me how He works. He is always there. He is 3 steps ahead of us, guys. Always. And I'll tell you, the other thing I've learned is nothing happens for no reason. It can be your bad choice, but it also can be God putting things into place that are going to come to fruition down the road sometime. And you have to know that He's still guiding our steps. He still lets us choose whether we seek Him, serve Him, follow His ways, or whether we follow our own selfish path. But the bottom line is, He's not going to let you escape. He's coming after you, and He wants you to accept what He died for with His Son Jesus. Okay? I hope that helps. Teach your kids, don't preach at your kids. That's one of the things that I've learning. I'm still not good at it. It's very easy to have your passion take over and you just start preaching. Teach them. Here is how you do that. Here's what you should maybe consider. Here is that type of thing. And if you can do it without making them feel bad, but to enlighten them, that's the difference between teaching and preaching. Somehow it's encouraging. It builds a desire to learn instead of an intimidation. And I failed in that many, many times, probably on some of these videos. But you know, the bottom line is the passion of Christ. When it gets in you, you want to share with everyone you can. And that's where these videos came from. Straight away, I have been blessed with so much information and knowledge, I must share it. And so I hope you find these encouraging, not discouraging, not overwhelming. I fail every day. You will too. But know that you can overcome it through the strength of Jesus Christ. He will help you. Will you ever be without sin? No. But can we do better than we do? There isn't a Christian alive, including Billy Graham himself, that wouldn't say, you know, I did some great things. God did great things through me, but I always feel like that guy in Schindler's List where he saved 1,000 Jews from extermination, and yet at the end of the show, he is desperately brokenhearted because he's saying, I could have done more. I could have saved more. That's how human nature is. You and I will always feel like we could have done more, whether it's serving Christ or serving others. The quicker we start, the more we share, the better off we will learn to act and to model what Christianity is supposed to be about. Thanks for listening. Share this video, repost it. I'm thrilled to have you do that. Give me your comments. Tell me what else you'd like to hear and learn about, and I'd be glad to share them. Love you all. Christ loves you. Seek him in his ways, and he'll take care of you and your family. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye-bye.